What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Luca, and back with Sinead O'Connor's 1992 album, Am I Not Your Girl? One which has had a lot of jazz stylings, a throwback old-timey feel, and apparently, as I've come to learn through people's comments, a number of standards or covers, meaning songs that she did not write herself, but which she has performed with remarkable dynamic and appropriate throwback flavor. In any case, the next tune is Success Has Made a Failure of Our Home. I like the phrasing. Again, maybe this is another cover or another standard, but the idea seemingly being that financial or maybe creative or professional success, which is normally something desirable, normally something that is beneficial to your life, at least in a material way, has, for one reason or another, upended the tranquility or comfort or indeed viability of a home as distinct from a house, meaning a home is where you live, whatever venue that might be, whereas a house is specifically referencing the building. But yes, a home is often an analog for a family life or a relationship or a life trajectory with other people or with another person specifically. So success making a failure of someone's home sounds like, for one reason or another, maybe because fame went to someone's head, or maybe because fame and popularity led to infidelity from the person who achieved that fame, and thus severing or at least ruining the connection between people who were contented with each other before that. So it sounds like there's a dark side, an underbelly to success in this context, and I wonder whether we'll hear a narrative in time or whether this is all post-success and this is a snapshot with the ramifications. In any case, let's give it a listen. This is Sinead O'Connor. The tune is Success Has Made a Failure of Our Home, and it's from her 1992 album, Am I Not Your Girl?
We used to go out walking hand in hand. You told me all the big things you had planned. It wasn't long till all your dreams came true. Success put me in second place with you. You have no time to love me anymore, since fame and fortune knocked upon our door. And I spend all my evenings all alone. Success has made a failure of our home. I'm sure we'd find true happiness again. You never hold me like you used to do. Oh, it's funny what success has done to you. You have no time to love me anymore, since fame and fortune knocked upon our door. And I spend all my evenings all alone. Success has made a failure of our home. Success has made a failure of our home.
crazy. I felt like it was sort of fading out for the last like minute and a half there, and maybe there's some conceptualization in that regard. But wow, so first of all, it was seemingly what I expected, though maybe not about infidelity, maybe not about, the like hyper popularity, but just about the sheer lack of time they're now sharing together. This other person is always out, maybe on the road, maybe in the studio, maybe at events or, signings or galas, and is unable to devote the same amount of time, energy, and emotion to this relationship that the other person, the narrator, had become accustomed to. And so it sounds like maybe the narrator, is not worried that their partner's having an affair, but just that they're second fiddle now, that the person's professional life is their main life, and what they thought they held in terms of their role in the other person's life has been greatly diminished, has been devalued, and otherwise made subservient to the fame itself and the success that the other person has achieved. Though it sounds like in the beginning, the other person talked to their dreams. I want to make it big. I want to be popular. I want to be successful. And presumably the narrator was supportive and that, yeah, that'd be great. I think you have the talent. I think that's there for you to do. And then when it happens, the not extracurricular, but the ramifications outside of that process itself are surprisingly problematic, and maybe it's not something that the narrator considered, although I suppose it could be, but they still hope that they would have that privileged position right next to the person no matter what. They'd go up and down together if need be, but it sounds like the other person went up and the narrator still feels like they're in the same place, but the connection is not there anymore. I enjoy her vocals, not only in sort of the power and the conflict that you can hear, like what was essentially halfway or like into the early part of the latter third of the track, but as she went on repeating that question, am I not your girl, am I not your girl, it was like she sounded more broken up, more emotional, and then it got to the point where it was almost just a whisper, like she had been totally hollowed out and she could barely muster a voice, she could barely give voice to her feelings of despair, devastation, or abandonment. So it was a really like cinematic style vocal performance as it got into the latter stages, and it was like heartbreaking almost. And all the while these, in many cases, like bright and expressive brass moments and all these like old-timey instrumentation flourishes, although there were points, and including when Sinead was still singing with a power and a strength, that there was like almost like this tension and dissonance in the musical backing too. So again, if this is a cover, if this is a song that other people have done, I wonder how the sonics may compare. I wonder how the vocal performance may compare. But just a really incredible tune that by the end, like it felt like, I was worried for the emotional fragility and perhaps despair of this character, of the narrator of the song. So a really incredible one, another great track from this album. Do let me know what you think of this, and I will see you next time. Peace.